I'm going to share with you something today that will transform your whole entire homemaking experience. This thing will completely transform your homemaking experience and make it super simple to do. Whether your home is in complete chaos or it needs some light maintaining, this thing will work for everyone. And that is room rescue. That's right. This one simple thing can transform your whole entire homemaking. If you work outside the home as well, or if you just want to simplify your life, pick this one thing for a completely transformed homemaking experience. Let's break it down. So room rescuing benefits everyone. Room rescue is something I gathered from the flylady system. However, this room rescue that I'm about to share with you is a little bit different because it can be applied for anything or anyone and can be as simple as possible. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to room rescue, but you're going to do it in different levels. So, for example, if your home is in complete and utter chaos, you will pick the worst room in the house. However, you're going to begin by the door. But before you begin, you must be prepared. Preparation entails having a box, a bag, and a basket. Just use whatever you have. If you have 3 bags, then use 3 bags. Just make sure you're marking them so that you know which is which. I will explain what this is for in just a minute, but just have 3 containers in which you're putting stuff in. Okay, so now that we're prepared, we can begin. You're going to set a 5-minute timer. Once the timer begins, you're going to be ready to work. You will start tackling whatever comes first. Each item that touches your hand, don't procrastinate and don't delay. Make a decision about it now. Don't second guess yourself and go with your gut. You know what is best for your home and your family. Just go with your gut. If anything and you miss the item later, you can go back to the donation spot where you have donated at and most likely it will still be there. If not, then that's just one less thing to manage anyway. There's a saying that I absolutely love that goes, use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do it out. And that is what we're going to apply here today and every day of our life to make our homemaking as simple and effective as possible. So fear not, these are just items. We shouldn't be so attached to objects. If you really miss it that much, more than likely you can take a picture of it. I used to struggle with this so much, but I came to realize that material things are just that, material. And the more things that we have is going to take time away from the people that we love, because for each item we have, we now have to take the time to manage that item. So if it really is sentimental, what I suggest is take a small box and put those items in. But remember that if everything is special, then nothing is special. So be sure to be very selective, and that will simplify your whole entire homemaking experience forever. So now, as you continue to work on these 5 minutes, you will be surprised how much you have actually gotten done. Your room will begin to be super decluttered. So that is one way that we can use the 5-minute room rescue as a way to declutter our room. So the next way you can use the 5-minute room rescue is we're going to clean with it. Again, you're going to set a 5-minute timer, but this time instead of a bag, a box, and a basket, we're going to gather our cleaning supplies and come into the room once again. Remember, this is only once your room is completely decluttered, because as the flylady says, you can't clean clutter, and I completely agree. So now we're going to clean this room for 5 minutes a day. Again, this room rescue method can be used for every single thing if you want to simplify your homemaking. So you will now set again your timer, start again by the door. Use whatever it is that you use to clean the door. I personally like to use a homemade all-purpose cleaner, or sometimes Mrs. Meyer's when I have it. However, if I am going the DIY route, I like to use water, some distilled vinegar, and essential oil. There's a bunch of recipes on Pinterest for you to try out. Just make sure that you're using things that are gentle and effective for your cleaning surfaces. So you will now begin to wipe down the door. And once you finish with that, if you finish within the 5 minutes, wipe down the doorknob, move over to your right. Whatever is next, clean that area. And once the timer goes off, you also stop. But if you want to do more, just work faster. The faster you work, the more you will get done. Now, there are 2 more ways that you can use the 5-minute room rescue for, which I will share with you next. But so far, if you're liking this video, don't forget, give it a big thumbs up and share if you want to help grow this channel, or just share this video with someone who could find it very useful. Thank you. Okay, so the next way you can use the 5-minute room rescue is to tidy up a room. If you're not yet in the habit of leaving the room with the things that you have came in with, this one will be useful to you. Now we're going to go to the room again with a 5-minute timer, but this time maybe you want a basket, a hamper, or just anything to carry things out with. You will now set your 5-minute timer and look around for things that are out of place and don't belong. If they belong in that room, put it where they belong. If they don't belong in the room, put it in your hamper or basket, whatever it is that you have to help you carry things out. Once the timer stops, you also stops. If there happens to be any trash, carry it out with you and put it in the trash. Go on and put everything back to where it belongs. Even though the timer went off, we're not done until all of these things are back into their homes. So once we begin to do that, we are done with this version of the 5-minute room rescue. The final way you can use the 5-minute room rescue is to organize. Now that your room is all clean and decluttered and tidied up, you will set again a 5-minute timer, but this time you will work on an intentional area specifically. The preparation for this one is your mind. Have a vision. How do you want this place to look? Maybe you can go on Pinterest and get some inspirations. Think of things that are not just aesthetically pleasing, but also effective for you in your home, because it can look as beautiful as it wants to, but if it's not effective for your family, if it's not practical, it won't last. Also think about your style. Cass from Clutterbug has a whole system that can help you determine what kind of personality are you. You can take her quiz. I will link it down below, and just have a vision for that thing. Once you have that vision, you can now begin to take 5 minutes at a time to make your vision come to life. You will now organize it however you see fit that will work for you and your family. If you have to pick one thing to do for your home in order to simplify your homemaking, this is it. You can use it in so many different ways, and it's only 5 minutes a day. When you have a little bit more time, you can do 2 or even 3 of these for a full 15 minutes a day. You will be so surprised at how much you can get done in 5 minutes. Try it and let me know in the comments down below how effective it was for you. Or if you have another idea on how you can use this 5-minute room rescue system, leave it in the comments down below so that we may all learn from it. Don't forget to subscribe, because I have yet another method inspired by the flylady that you can use in many different ways to make your home clean and organized forever. This is just one way to level up your homemaking, but if you want even more ways to level up your homemaking, check out this video right here where I go into so much more details about how you can level up your homemaking today, and I'll see you there in a bit. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, to God be the glory. Bye.